mob right now. Ain't nobody gonna slide right now. And you better pick a side right now. Either labor or AI right now. Yo, that skid is looking goofy, time out. Sweating so much this heat is gonna last a month. Climate going crazy with temperature jumps or random floods. Running out of cash, I'm praying you get a little buzz. I hope investigations they break and make them arrest the Trump. Would you fall in love if in 7 years you would roll up one? Ariana splitting but Cole just went to the altar, bruh. I'm just buying skims just in case somebody gon' grab a gun. Peacock raising prices like maybe now they gon' give a fuck. No, sorry Kevin, if you there to watch Miranda drop the fucking selfie. Netanyahu about to hamstring democracy to sure up a shot. So we say pro-Israel when we really just pro-cop. No shot. Jesse Mama's happy about your grand show. She just wants to say that you work with a bunch of assholes. And don't go fucking crazy like RFK fucking saying whatever anti-Semitic new bullshit come out his mouth hole. Go against the grain like a Russia deal. Send them information on email that you won't conceal. Fucking up addresses, you're really that impressive. You're under investigation for sabotaging elections. You kind of attempted. Contentious like a fucking Jonah Hill piece. On Microsoft picking up Activision within reach. Oppenheimer saying that you really fucking with Barbie. Universal fighting the strikers but trying to cut trees. Bitch ass richies who make a tight 360 on how they care about workers. And let me scan y'all quickly. And y'all can talk a good game while you waiting us out to Ron Perlman right outside of your house. What's up? Too soon? Hey, fuck you, pay me. I'm gonna have my headphones on for this one because last time the static fucked up everything. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching Freestyle the News. If you like what you heard, please use the last ounce of your strength to cross up somebody on the Utah Jazz and shoot that like button into the basket for one of the greatest sports shots of all time. And then leave a comment on your favorite bar. Trying my best right now to avoid promoting any struck work. Before we get into the breakdown, want to say a couple of things. Mama's doing way better, and we have a new team helping out on the back end of Freestyle the News. So first off, I have a dedicated person from the community who's stepped forward, who wants to help out with all the Spotify stuff and all the back end stuff for Too Soon crew. So like I said, we're going to be more consistent in uploading content there. We have somebody to kind of make sure that happens, as opposed to me like being stretched thin with Evo and everything like that. So that's great news. That's going to be able to give you guys a lot more cool things. So secondly, we've delayed this merch drop for a little bit, but I'm gonna delay it to the beginning of August because Evo's at the beginning of August, and I'm gonna have cool things for that too. If you don't know what Evo is, biggest fighting game tournament in the world, and yeah, stay tuned because I have a lot of cool announcements around that. But that's a lot of bluster. Let's get into the breakdown already. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the SAG AFTRA strike. We talked a little bit about it on last week's episode, but since then, way more information has come out about demands and what the actors want, and just a lot of conversation about this whole topic. And to be honest, the implications are much larger than just acting and Hollywood and all of that. So number one, the big contention, and probably the most headline-worthy contention that we've heard that affects everybody, is AI. Studios have proposed to scan a background actor's likeness and pretty much use that likeness in perpetuity for any movies, for background, or whatever they need. This creates a serious amount of issues. Hey, if you're an actor and you get your background likeness scanned to Warner Brothers, but then Sony wants to hire you for a movie and they're like, oh, we can't really use you because fucking you're with Warner Brothers now. Your likeness is owned by Warner Brothers for this background. And the AMPTP, dude, fucking acronyms, man. The AMPTP is denying those claims, but they're also doing shit like cutting down trees around Universal Studios to deny strikers shade, which is fucking petty. Like, that's some rich people shit petty. But look, I think Chris Stuckman has an amazing piece on this that I'm gonna link down below. But yeah, essentially, a lot of the things and a lot of the great moments in film that we talk about now would not exist if this rule went into effect. And this is a transformative fight, mainly because AI is disrupting so many industries across the world. If you're a writer, if you're an actor, if you're a rapper, you're okay. I'm gonna reiterate, AI is really bad at rap right now. And until AI can talk the same kind of shit that I talk, AI is starting to become so sophisticated that machines can take over multiple sectors of industries and businesses and disrupt the whole thing. Now look, I always want to try to be as objective as I can be about new technologies because there's always a panic when new technologies come out. Historically, over time, that has been the case. And look, does AI have some actual non-thievery based benefits for the average worker and person? Yes, there are significant benefits that you can get from artificial intelligence. However, the way AI is currently being used is bad. it is being used as disruptively as possible, not for the benefit of the people using it, but for the detriment of everybody else who needs those jobs and positions. There are machine learning algorithms that have helped film and actors do better work. However, this is being explicitly used as a cost-cutting feature to destroy livelihoods so you could save $100 million to pay as a fucking bonus to somebody. It's fairly inhumane, and that is actually the major sticking point that's been going on for years. Stephen Hawking warned about the dangers of AI for a long fucking time. And yes, maybe we're not at Skynet levels right now, but this is still really fucking bad. And I think in these kind of situations, we tend to be like, oh, well, the machines are taking over. No, people are still in charge, and they're using the machines to destroy other people. In the words of the immortal Jeff Goldblum, which I think he's immortal, he doesn't fucking... Bro, that guy looks so good right now. You're wielding this technology like a kid who just found his dad's gun. So yeah, I am glad the actors are on strike. I support them. Please don't be a scab. Straw Hat Goofy, I know you fucked up. Don't be a scab. I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but it is important we have this fight right now, and it is important that the actors and the writers win this fight. Now, last story, and this is an important one, the Israeli judicial overhaul. Now look, like, this story is important to look at, right? And look, there are a ton of very specific problems between Israel and Palestine that we will talk about at a later date. I don't want to get too into the weeds. Let's talk about what's going on right now in Israel, because it's indicative of a lot of problems. So Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu, proposed months ago, earlier in 2023, to do a giant judicial overhaul of how the government and how politics in Israel essentially works. He essentially said, hey, the judiciary has way too much power, so we're going to limit the Israeli judiciary's power over, hold on, let me just check. Over us. We're going to limit what they can check on us, which I don't know if you know, that is dictatorship. Essentially, Bibi's trying to give himself and his party insane, irreversible amount of power in the government. They'd widen authority of the rabbinical court. They'd limit the ability to call a no confidence vote. I just want to clarify also, Bibi is under investigation for charges of corruption. So look, I said before, we're not going to get too much into the weeds of Israel and Palestine, but this guy makes everything fucking worse. If you have a problem with the way Israel treats Palestine, Bibi's a piece of shit. If you were to support Israel in any way, Bibi is still a piece of shit. Every specific indicator this motherfucker has is to stoke fear of the other and then widen his grasp on this place to benefit him and the people he likes. And there have been massive protests in the street ever since this was announced. It was curbed earlier in the year, and then talks broke down in June. And guess what? Now he's just pushing through it. And I should not have to say it, but I'm going to start doing it, because as I get more popular, people are going to take things out of context. It is not anti-Semitic to say Bibi Netanyahu is a fucking asshole. Whenever you become a pure force for I can do whatever the fuck I want, that's scary. That's insane to me. And I don't think that he should be fucking hosted in the Senate or the White House. This guy's trying to do a fucking coup of the government. We're investigating somebody who tried to do the same fucking thing. Again, there's other dynamics with the Israel-Palestine conflict and the way Israel has treated Palestine and the way Bibi has pushed that. But I just wanted to focus on this specific story because it's been a big deal over the last like 6 months. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna be back on Sunday with a brand new episode. But anyway, my name is Tabani. Check out Let 'Em Cook. We're gonna have a new episode dropping either today or tomorrow, and I'll see y'all soon. Let's go.